My big challenge at the moment as the rector of this institution is accommodation. I would want all our students to be trained together, to be accommodated together, and to live together and learn together. We have had God's blessings in vocations to priesthood. And sometimes they reach up to 150. Yet I only have 75 rooms for them in St. Mary's Seminary. So sometimes the bishops take them to other seminaries to give them a lodging or to give them accommodation there. But that is not very well with us, because we need all our students to be together. I must thank the bishops, the Catholic bishops of Kenya, the KCCB, for having seen it fit that we start a new dormitory in St. Mary's Seminary. The dormitory that could take around 42 students. So then next intake, it could be easy for me to take even around 135 students if God still gives us the number in the vocation to priesthood in the Catholic Church. So I must thank the bishops of Kenya so much, headed by the chairman, Most Reverend Maurice Muhatia Makumba, for having seen it wise to start a new dormitory in St. Mary's Seminary. The first time, I think it has gone for 3 years at the moment, when the number was overwhelming for St. Mary's Seminary, the SEC bishops, Seminary Episcopal Commission bishops, decided that they didn't want the seminarians to go back home, but maybe to accommodate them in other seminaries. And the seminary that has been used for accommodating them is St. Thomas Aquinas. Now, St. Thomas Aquinas is a theologicum. The students who go to St. Thomas Aquinas come from St. Augustine Mabanga after finishing their philosophy. Now, and they go to that philosophy after finishing spiritual year in St. Mary's Seminary. Now, the students coming to St. Mary's Seminary are very innocent. They are from parishes. They are from families, and these different families, the background is very different. So when they come here, we give them spiritual life, we give them the spirit of being in the seminary, we give them even the orientation of what Catholic priesthood is. And we start with the history of salvation here. Now, the ones who are not fortunate to come to St. Mary's Seminary, they go to St. Thomas Aquinas, where they meet the other students who have finished from Molo, they have gone to Mabanga, and they are now in their philosophy. Really, you look at the training is different. The other ones are almost finishing, and these ones are now just starting. So our big difficulty is that we lose, and we can lose a lot of them because they have not started on a fair foundation. They have not started from the original part where people should start, but because they have joined their brothers who have finished all these areas. So when they go to these other places, they can pick up the tradition which is not needed for them at that initial stage of formation. So this is the reason why we are really requesting that all our students starting the journey of priesthood should all begin from St. Mary's Seminary, so that when they move with the same spirit, the same training. And of course, they are bonded together in St. Mary's Seminary. The bond continues. They encourage one another. They walk with one another. And they even counsel one another in cases of challenges.